Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Just got done with the mitts. I heard, shout out to AB Boxing. He sent me he tagged me in a video, and Cornerman Radio sent this to me last night as well. So go subscribe to those Kings channel. Errol Spence said he wants to fight the winner of Tony Harrison and Jared Hurd. Let me say this. It sounds like an eloquent, beautiful idea. They have weight classes for a reason. Dominate your weight class. You know, would Errol Spence and Jared Hurd make sense? On paper, it sounds like a great fight, but in order for Errol Spence to win that fight, he has to fight. You know, and he's a young 28, and what I mean by young 28, he hasn't taken. I mean, he's one of the few guys that hasn't taken much punishment. Like, when you look at the course of his career, he's always been walking forward in much of his fights. And I know it sounds like a great fight. It makes sense. Yeah, and I know he's talking because men act like men. Through yourself, you know others. So he is supposed to respond that way. He is supposed to protect his ace sparring partner. He's supposed to protect his brother. You know, so all that makes sense. But I know, and I know it won't happen. But I'm gonna just talk as if it could potentially happen in the near future. He has to dominate 147. That's all. That's plain and simple. He has to dominate 147, and Tony Harrison has some options. You know, I genuinely believe that Charlo will give up a portion of his purse to get the rematch, so he stands to make a lot of money. You know, if he wants that fight bad enough, Charlo's gonna have to make some concessions. And the reason why I say that is because as a man, you know other men, and you know Harrison believes he's in shape now. And two, he believes he was winning the fight against Hurd before he was stopped, before he ran out of gas, you know. And I think those fights should happen. I think Errol Spence should fight at 147, because when you start playing that weight stuff with your body, you know, dancing around weight classes, going up, going down, it fucks with your brain, you know. And I think that that's a synonym or a parallel to, like, not a healthy life after boxing. You know, when you can't make a weight class no more, you should. But I think Earl has the mindset of I got to make 147. You got to make 147. Remember how when your girlfriend allows you to start getting away with shit? Remember you used to call her every day, then you call her every other day, or you called her every day on your lunch break, and then you start making some concessions. You start hanging out with your boys on your lunch break. You go smoke your blunt. You go play basketball. You go do a quick workout, or you go talk to your side chick. You know what I mean? That's what it's like moving up and down in weight classes. You know, you're like, 147. Okay, I'm not going to work hard to make 147. I'm just going to go in fight week 10 pounds over and just start cutting weight. Whereas if you had to make 147, you potentially went in fight week, you know, 2 workouts away from making your weight, or you know, cutting your caloric intake that week. You know, like, would he enjoy making 154? Absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't you? Right? That's like less working out you have to do. And if you understood the workouts they have to do, you know, it's insane to me to make a career out of this. You know, I mean, I'm forcing myself, not forcing, I'm enjoying myself through these processes. You know, I've cut weight, twice this year and twice last year, just for kicks, you know. And but I've only got down to 54. You know, at 47, I mean, that would be quite challenging for me now. That would, and I want Errol Spence to focus. I know it's just all, I'm just talking as if this is real, because it makes the video intriguing, right? Focus on 147. You're gonna have a dog fight with Sean Porter. He's the favorite. You're gonna have a really dog fight, great payday with Keith Thurman. Say what you want to say. I'm eager to see what Keith Thurman looks like, and I'm eager to see. Obviously, the winner of that will probably be a year away from Terrence Crawford happening, and like, I know everyone is thinking this. I watched a few channels, so I'm not gonna list any names and forget anybody. But many of the channels that I watch was like, you got to get it while the getting is good, and I talked about that yesterday with Deontay Wilder. Go get it. Go get your money, man. Don't play. Go get your money. If the rematch with Tyson Fury is lucrative, go get it. If the money with Anthony Joshua is more lucrative, go get it, man, because you never freaking know, man. You could trip over a rock and break 2 knuckles and your boxing career is over, It's just, I don't feel bad for Charlo because that's the world they live in. I'm more interested in his comeback. I'm more interested in his mindset. I'm more interested in that zero mean more than legacy. Like, we're going to have setbacks. Setbacks is for a great comeback. Without test, you have no testimony. And right now, I believe he won the fight, but I need to go rewatch the fight. Here's what I'm going to do. It's going to take me 2 hours to watch the fight. I'm going to watch round 1, score it, and watch round 1 again and score it. I'm going to try and isolate each round as best I can instead of watching it, score, because the second half of the fight, I don't care who you are, you get kind of anxious to end the fight. You know what I mean? Like, okay, round 9, okay, he won the fight. You know what I mean? I'm going to attempt to do it that way. But right now I have him as if he's won. I don't win all over subjects and shit like that, but, we ain't got nothing but to do but talk about boxing today. So, he's going to have to regroup. He's going to have to make a comeback. And I saw Al Bernstein tweet. He said he had him winning like 5 rounds, I believe. So if Al Bernstein had him winning like 4 or 5 rounds, he had 3 rounds that were 50-50. And I believe Al Bernstein had no horse in the race. So I believe he can be a bit more objective. I went into the fight assuming Charlo will win the second half of the fight based off of what I know about Harrison. I told you guys Harrison could be up 4 rounds to 2 after 6 rounds. I said that in my video. But I believe the second half of the fight, Charlo would begin to, wear and tear on him. And see, I'm going to take the other side of this. I think people say he should have went back to being a better boxer when he was with Ronnie Shields. He should have went back to Ronnie Shields. I saw some Instagram posts that said that. I'm going to disagree. Because Charlo's mindset to kill, he wouldn't have had it with Ronnie Shields. Would he probably been more technical? I don't know that. I think Derek James is exceptional. I think you got to take their trainers for who they are. It's not the talent, it's the trainer. The talent goes into the trainer knowing his style, right? Now look around. That's their style. That's how they train, and they've been doing it for years. I think Derek James is exceptional at teaching his style of training. There's holes in every trainer. That's why I always said a Mexican trainer should train with the black trainer and make the greatest fighter of all time. You know what I mean? Fuck co-training. 2 head trainers and make it fucking work. Where you got the inside work, the flat-footed walk you down work with the fleet of foot style, slick style boxing. You put them styles together with an A-level fighter, you got something special. It's like a husband and a wife raising a child. That will probably rarely happen. I remember when the Vancouver Grizzlies was in Vancouver, Isaiah Thomas was the offensive coordinator. Remember that shit? That was years ago, man. When they were in Vancouver. Where the Grizzlies at? Memphis. Wow, that was really some years ago. But when they had Sharif Abdul-Rahim was a number 2 pick, I think. Remember that shit? But as I digress. But you know, Derrick James is who he is. I think he's exceptional. Last year, see, I don't fall into the trap in thinking last year you were great, this year it doesn't work. No, it's life. It's boxing. No trainer is gonna go through this shit undefeated, you know. And I'm not being protective of nothing. If a trainer takes a kid from ground, he didn't take him from ground zero. Errol Spence he has, but I'm saying if a trainer takes a guy from a marginal fighter to a superstar, you got it. Keep in mind, Charlo would, in my humble opinion, Charlo wouldn't be Charlo without Derrick James and Errol Spence. Charlo wouldn't be Charlo, Jamel that is, without Jamal Charlo, Ronnie Shields coming over to Derrick James, Errol Spence. All this comes into play, you know. And do they have work to do? Yeah, everyone do. Everyone do. I had an average day on the mitts today. I wasn't great on the mitts today. I was average, you know. But I can get better, you know, and that's what I'm doing. I can get better. I believe I can get better, you know. And more important than that, I know if I don't work, I'm gonna get worse. So I'm gonna say it's the horse. He took the horse as far. The horse then quite potentially drunk up all the water in the river. He is who he is at this point. And I believe Jamel Charlo can get a lot better. The reason why I know Jamel Charlo can get a whole lot better, and I need you guys to understand this, is because he's not in fat camp. And you guys know what fat camp is. He's not cutting weight. That athlete I saw in the ring yesterday, I was amazed. I was amazed. I mean, amazed how in shape he is. Jamal Charlo in shape, man. And they got the discipline outside, you know, in terms of their weight. You know, I saw Jamel December 1st, and he looked like he weighed about 165. For real, he looked in tremendous shape. Lean, strong, you know what I mean? He looked like an athlete. He had a tuxedo on. He looked like an athlete in his tuxedo. So I'm going to be optimistic and objective as it relates to the training situation. You know, I've actually learned a lot from Derrick James watching his training videos and him actually showing me how to throw a punch with that right hand. You know what I mean? Setting up the right hand, you know, off an organic body movements and shit like that. You know, flowing into it, you know. You know, because when you don't do this for a living, you have a tendency to overvalue one punch over the other punch. It's just being a novice. You just have so many flaws as a novice, and I'm a novice. You know, you tend to lose fundamentals when you got to throw combinations, and they say 1 2 2 3. You know, 1 1 3. You know what I mean? Like you get, you know what I mean, 1 1 2, 1 1 3. You know what I mean? You get, when they throwing these numbers at you, it's not organic, but you got to learn how to put your whole body into it, you know, and flow. And he gave me a great understanding. He sat me down and gave me a great understanding, so from that perspective, him teaching me. And the funny thing is, I know this stuff. Like, I've been off and on in the gym for years. Now I take it seriously now because I'm in competition with Father Time. So I'm very honest and sincere as it relates to my training. I can always lean on my youth and my genetics when I was in my early 30s and 20s. I can go eat two double doubles from In and Out, and then go run 4 miles. Shit is gone. Go to the bathroom. It's gone. Now I gotta run 8 miles. Eat 1 bite of a burger. You know what I'm saying? So but at the end of the day, man, I just want to say thank y'all for fuck with me. I love the fact that we're in communication, whether it's through Instagram, whether it's through email, whatever. I love the fact that we can communicate with each other, whether it's through text. You have my number with fighting. Like I admire, like I revel and revere and honor that we can communicate with one another to the fight, whether we disagree or agree. But I think because, you know, you guys, and y'all don't know this, but when we're in communication with each other, y'all inspire a lot of videos. Y'all inspire my brain to spin. You know what I mean? And I think that you guys value my opinion. You know, it's just an opinion. You know, but salute, man. It was a well, not a great night of boxing. I'm not gonna say it was great. It was an above average night of boxing. It was theatrical. And the reason why it was theatrical, Deontay Wilder is there. Brazil is fighting below average, or Dominic Brazil is fighting like Dominic Brazil, and he has the potential of losing, getting knocked out, or fatiguing. And Deontay Wilder is there, and you know he's going to call out Deontay. It's like a movie. You know he's going to call out Deontay Wilder, right? And you're waiting on Dominic Brazil to win by knockout, and it's coming late, and it finally happened in round 9. And then you got Jamel Charlo coming into the ring with all this bravado, all this steam. He's like a steamboat, and it gets derailed. And it's like the movie didn't end how it was supposed to end. Is Kaiser Sose real or is Kaiser Sose fake? You know what I mean? It's like, shit. You know what I mean? Did he really make up the movie, or was it real life? Was he looking at the poster board? You know what I mean? You know, and then he don't get the decision. And then Jamal Charlo comes out flat the first 3 rounds. Holy shit. Oh my God, is this Russian gonna upset the entire apple cart? You know what I mean? And now you got all these characters in play at 100 emotionally. You know, like you're watching the fight. The fights wasn't great, and it wasn't no back and forth. You know, like, you know what I mean, high drama type of situations. But it had us. It was a theater. You know, they had us sitting down watching for 2.5 hours. And that's what you want, you know. I'm anxious to see how many people watched it. I would say about 8 million people watched it minimum. I would say about 8 million because they had the NFL let them in, right? So I would say maybe about 6 to 8 million, I would say. We'll see. Saturday, families got a lot to do, you know what I mean? Holiday shopping. So it was kind of a rough weekend. I think a normal Saturday would be like no, January 26th is the conference semifinal, so that's on a Sunday. I don't know, but I'm just guessing off of previous knowledge because the Super Bowl is the first Sunday in February, if I'm not mistaken, or the second. Is January 26th Pro Bowl weekend? How they do it now? You guys have, I don't know. So, anyways, man, do I miss the NFL? Abso-fucking-lutely. Man, do I miss eating fucking not hot wings. I miss that shit with my boys. My boys are fucking going to Buffalo Wild Wings somewhere in LA right now. I ain't going. I miss that shit. I'm not the guy where I'm not going to look at the TV. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to put myself in that position. You know what I mean? You got 3 bad, your nigga tell you got a wife, you got a girlfriend, your nigga tell I got 3 bad bitches. And I know 2 of them you going to like. You don't go. Or maybe you do. Barbershop conversation, man. Through yourself, you know others, man. What's understood never has to be spoken. I love y'all, man. But at the end of the day, Errol Spence, focus on 147. You're a superhero at 147. When you start fucking with these weights and you start taking these punches, focus on what you need. Focus on what you need to focus to get yourself into the Hall of Fame. You're right there. You win 2 or 3 more great fights, you're in the Hall of Fame. You know, you get 3 of these 4 belts, you're in the Hall of Fame. You know, and you're doing a great job. You got a lot of money behind you. You got a fucking the biggest sports network. I would say the biggest sports network because they have the NFL. So I would say they're bigger than ESPN in America. So because you got 30 million people watching you every fucking Sunday, and I think that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest sports event every year is NFL, right? It's always number 1 in the Nielsen ratings, right? Sunday night football, Monday football. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen it in a minute. But anyways, man, I salute. Focus on what you need to do, Errol Spence. I'll see you in a couple weeks. I'll see Errol Spence January 26th. Keith Thurman. I know he's going to be working that fight. It makes sense for him to work that fight. So I'll see him January 26th that week. And I look forward. Oh, no. I digress. He might be at Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner. So I may see him January 19th. And I always get 20 minutes with Errol Spence all by myself. It just happens that way. Not because I call him or anything like that. I have his number, but I don't call him. And it just happens that way. I always get, somehow we in the same hotel at the same time or in the same arena. I always get, and I look forward to talking with him then. So barbershop conversation. Let's keep Keep on communicating. I appreciate y'all. I'm neglecting to go in the gym. I mean, go in the house real quick. Because I tell you guys right now, I see the garage up, right? And I'm like, damn, they ain't left yet. Because I want to go transition and go back and lift weights. I got to go lift weights right now. So I want to go transition without that 30-minute, you know what I mean? The 30, I'm all dirty and shit. I want to go upstairs, change my shirt, you know what I mean? Grab my smoothie and fucking go straight to the gym and lift weights. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because the kids are still home. So barbershop conversation. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Have a great Sunday. Love your family. And a lot of you guys are off for the next 4 days. Don't fucking drink and drive. Don't set yourself up for failure. All right? Uber pool, nigga. Uber fucking pool. $7 fucking will save you $7,000 in someone else's life potential. In your life. Uber fucking pool. No, anywhere in anybody's city, it's under $15, $20. All right? All right? You're planning to get drunk. It's Sunday. You're gonna roll into NFL. You got NFL today. A lot of you guys watch NFL. I don't hold that against y'all. You got NFL. You're gonna get drunk, have some hot wings, drink some beers because your girls, your family is out shopping. I know this video is about everything. You know what I mean? You're gonna roll into Monday. You're probably fucking off. So you're gonna hang out. You're gonna do some Christmas shopping. You're gonna cook. Maybe you got dinner with the in-laws Sunday, and you got Christmas with the other family on Tuesday. So you know it's gonna be a lot of drinking and a lot of eating. You know what I mean? So be conscientious of your tomorrow. All right, think about tomorrow. And the reason why I say that is because I watch the fucking news every fucking day. I don't watch it, but you hear it like on my timeline and shit. You get those updates and shit. Drinking and driving. You know what I mean? It just happens. So I just want us to be aware. If you need I swear to Jesus Christ, if you don't have money and you need a lift, first call your friends, right? And if you have AAA, lie about your car breaking down and have them tow your car. Or if not, DM me on Instagram. I will get you a $7 Uber pool, a Lyft pool. I don't have Uber. I'll get you a Lyft pool, get your ass home, all right? For real, I say that genuinely, but check your resources first. And I'll do, because that shit fucks up lives, man. Fucks up lives for a selfish act. But if you got drinks, all you gotta do is have one less drink, you know what I mean? And Uber pool. So anyway, barbershop. I'm talking fucking too much. I love y'all. Barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to subscribe. But Errol Spence, stay at 147. Jamel Charles, get back. You're gonna have to give up some of your paycheck to convince him to fight you. That's business. It happens all the time in boxing and rematch. You want the rematch? You want your belt? If there wasn't a rematch clause, because if I'm him, I know I want to fight you again because I believe I can beat you. But I'm going to con you into giving me more of your money because I'm going to use Hurd as the bargaining chip. And keep it real. Harrison is going to be more confident in the next fight, whoever he fights. No doubt in my mind. I've never spoken to him on the phone, but I'm going to call Harrison. It's Christmas. I don't care. I'm going to call him. I'm going to shoot him a text Monday. Tomorrow. I'm going to shoot him a text tomorrow. He's enjoying. He said he's about to go to the club and fuck some bitches. Or something like that. Y'all seen the interview? So go ahead, be a man. Do you. Have a great time, man. Wear that belt proudly. It's the most prestigious belt in boxing. Wear that belt. Have a great time. Go do you. You know what I mean? Get your appearance money. Get your appearance fees. Have a great time. And I'm promise you guys, I'm going to shoot him a text tomorrow. I got his number at the Fox event. And I'm going to shoot him a text. And maybe I can get an interview with him sometime Monday, maybe even Christmas if he wants to do it. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? And but I want to hear him in this moment. I want to hear him in this moment. And I'm not going to, the interview won't be out, well, I thought you lost. It's his fucking moment. The interview is not about me. All right, so you guys say, why you didn't ask him? It's his fucking moment. I haven't rewatched the fight yet, but it's his fucking moment. I want him to enjoy it, and I want to know what he wants to do next and all that. So I promise you, I'm gonna shoot him a text tomorrow. And hopefully we can do an interview. So barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to subscribe, but we got to say congratulations. Because he made adjustments in comparison to his last 4 fights. This fucking video is too long. I'll holla. Peace, guys.